this is today's meeting, January 17th. Welcome, everyone. We're looking forward to a great meeting. I am Eckhard Getty. I have been president of this organization for a little over a year and enjoy this very much. It's a wonderful challenge. We are a great organization, and it's fun to be in the position that I was given by our membership, which I really appreciate. And we have Sheeta with us, as always. She is the director for our meetings and classes, and she serves today, as she always does, as a moderator for the meeting to really create a social atmosphere, an atmosphere of friendship. And she also makes sure that the interaction between members and our presenters is really very successful. Is there anything that you'd like to mention at this time, Sheeta?
No, I thank you for those kind words, and we look forward to a great presentation today.
Good, thank you. Of course, our website is something to be really proud of. I know all of you are using it more and more frequency. It's a wonderful tool. And this is a slide that I don't really have to show us because you're all very familiar with it. There has been a question which we've responded to in the past 2 or 3 meetings. How do you watch our past events and meetings and classes? And those of you who have actually registered for a class and were unable to join, or actually join and would like to see it again, we record, as you know, all of our events and post them to the website. And if you click on this past classes icon, then you will be taken to like past classes. And when you click on them, you will actually be able to watch the recordings. And we keep these recordings for a long time. And that's why it's also worthwhile thinking, if you have not registered for a particular class and later on you would like to watch it, you can sort of retroactively register for a class and then watch it. So that will work very well. Next, this coming Saturday, we have our 3rd class of this year. You know, we have 10 classes altogether. This will be the 3rd one on the iPad and iPad OS. David McGuire will be the instructor. We're looking forward to an outstanding presentation, but it's really more an instruction and it's a class where we really want our audience to participate in a strong sense so that they really get something out of such a class, each one in a personal sense. We're looking for that, and we have at this time, as I counted this morning, 95 registrations. We do like to exceed the number 100, but I'm sure that between today and Saturday, we'll have at least 10, 15, maybe 20 more registrants to get to a number more like 115, 120 participants. The next Wednesday, we will have Jim Newman with us, and he will introduce Devon Think, a very interesting app, and we're looking forward to that. I believe we will have an outstanding presentation today. Matthieu Kopp from France is with us. It underlines really that we have become such a worldwide organization that not only are members of in different parts of the world, also we are able to attract speakers, presenters from different parts of the world. And I think it is wonderful that we have that opportunity and that we make this opportunity available to our membership. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thanks a lot. You've been putting a lot of pressure on me about delivering a great presentation. I hope I can meet the expectations, possibly exceed them, not sure. So my name is Matthieu Kopp. I'm with a company called CYME. I'm the co-founder and CTO, which means I'm the one who handles research and development within this company. It's a small French startup We are based in Montpellier, in France. That's in the south of France. Before I forget, marketing asked me to tell you that we have a great newsletter. We have a website at CYME.io. Please subscribe to our newsletter if you're interested in photography, because we do not speak only about our products, but we try to invite lots of people that we think are relevant to the subject of photography in the 21st century. So discussing aspects such as smartphone photography, discussing various artists, and of course trying to bring solutions as well. So it's a great place if you're interested in great pictures and in photography in general. So behind CYME there is a team of small team of people which are photography enthusiasts, all Mac fans. We are not newcomers to the Mac. Actually, I've been building apps for the Mac for at least 20 years in a previous company, which was called Aquafadas, which was delivering products for video and animations, lots of cool stuff, digital comics. And a few years ago, we founded CYME because we wanted to deliver products to photographers. We are ourselves photographers, and we were lacking some products, and we were really desperate for some tools that we didn't find anywhere. So we thought, let's build them. Let's try to make something. And the idea was really to help photographers, both professionals and amateurs, to regain control and find pleasure in their photos. So the context in which we found ourselves is the following. There are lots of great photo apps out there. I mean, there's one on every Mac called Photos, and there are lots of people who are also interested in more sophisticated apps. And I'm sure you've seen in the past a big trend around AI, artificial intelligence, to help people, photographers, create new effects, to be smarter, be faster when editing pictures. There are lots of great tools out there. And what's I think is a bit new now is that people want to be able to pick the tool for the job, and this can be one tool one day and another tool the next day, just because some tools are better at some tasks than others. And what happens is that people want this freedom of being able to move between apps, and yet all their photos are often cataloged in one app. So we wanted to create that freedom to move between cataloging apps, between repositories of photos. The other thing that's been quite strong as well is that people have switched their photos from one place to another because sometimes they were forced to do it. There's a great case about Aperture being an app that many people loved, and that Apple abandoned, as you know. And guess what? There are still lots of people with Aperture catalogs that haven't switched. So often they haven't switched even their computer because they still want to be able to run the app. So there are people who are desperate about a solution to move their photos elsewhere. So as a company, we created, we started by creating an app called Avalanche, which I'm going to show in just a minute, just to show what it does, which is a way to convert photos from one place to another. Say you have an Aperture or a Photos catalog and you want to move it somewhere else because you really want to use this new fancy tool. Maybe it's called, Lightroom, or it's called Capture One, or whether you want to move your photos that were in Aperture back to Photos. I mean, there are lots of paths, really. So we created a tool called Avalanche. This paved the way to the main app that we are working on, which is called Peakto. which is a really the ultimate photo assistant, and that has lots of AI inside to help you organize your pictures. And there is a small product we derived from that, which is called FindMySnap, which is a search engine for photos. I don't know if you often find yourself in the position where you have to find a specific image, and the Apple Photos app is not really good at finding stuff. I mean, you can find things by location, by date, but if you really want to find something by content, it's pretty bad actually. So we created that app, and I'm going to show you all of them really quickly. In Peakto, I'm going to spend more time on it. Again, if you have any questions, maybe I'll make a pause after the first demo. So let's start with cleaning my desktop by launching Avalanche. So Avalanche is a tool that will let you convert a full-featured catalog from one app to another. So, for example, if I click on my main drive, I have lots of catalog. It's a mess. I have lots of stuff. And all these catalogs you see, some of them are Apple Photos catalogs, some of them are Lightroom catalogs. I can convert them to a new location. So regardless of their format, some of them are Luminar catalogs, I can convert them to a new destination. So I'm going to show you in an example. I'm going to open a specific catalog, and I'm going to take one which is actually an aperture catalog, which is a smaller one, so it's going to be quick, just to show you how it looks like. So this catalog has only 67 images, and if I click on the convert button, you can see that I can pick a new home for those images. And what's going to happen is that it's not only going to create a new catalog that's with those images, it's going to also transport all the structure information that I had in the previous catalog, like the albums, all my annotations. And in addition, it's going to also try to convert the settings that I had. If I had edited some images, I had applied a crop, or even added some development settings, like changing the light, the white balance, things like that. So if I pick Lightroom as my new destination, and I pick a new location, I'm going to put it in my temp folder and run the conversion. So remember, I've taken an aperture catalog and converted it to Lightroom. I can now open it in Lightroom. Lightroom, because I've converted to a previous version, Lightroom is going to upgrade it automatically. And now I have my catalog here. I can find all my albums that I had in my previous, I have only two just for the demo. And I can see all my images here. So this has been converted with complete metadata and everything. And if I look at this image, for example, and I go to develop, I can see that there is a crop applied. So this image actually has been cropped and has been rotated. So this information that was in aperture has been properly converted to Lightroom. Similarly for another image, like